Line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down carry by Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And a Cowboy first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, Do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the 1st quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but
in trouble. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They follow up the 1st down 1 yard. Run with a minimal gain of 2.
Down by Reuben Foster. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run with Elliott. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Haskins going to throw again. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
The line of scrimmage.
And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Prescott.
7-yard line.
That one complete to Elliott. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Their own 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Complete. Richardson has it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 99 yards. And Washington has once again taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A dump off to Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
CD Lamb, incomplete. So
out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Check three. 36. He's crossing. He's checking crack. 61.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. That'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, not.
Set him back 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be incomplete. Must took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert them. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
He was brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins going up top. This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down.
Ball carrier.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Elliott running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line.
Cowboys.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott.
That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Now Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter.
A yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Love again.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 3.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And this will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The Cowboy ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Down.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
13 yards there on a Washington 1st. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
A gain of 11 on the play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Prescott.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The 33-yard line.
One last shot now for Prescott. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Noah Brown. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Today's finals, Washington.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,
Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington,
they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with...
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coexist. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them looking back from around me. Man, what it is, really I just came in it. Gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragedy. Before you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. sin, you fools hurt. Jesus wept. kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bow. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. tonight, you know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope, for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope, for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool